Hey guys, good Sunday. Oh my god, I totally just felt like I was like a meteorologist for a second. I was like, hello and good Sunday. That's usually what they say like on their weather channel. They're like, well, good evening and good Sunday or whatever, whatever day it is. Um, that's what I totally just reminded myself as. Alright, so today's topic, or right now, the topic of my video right now, first of all, I'm freezing because it's so cold out. Second of all, I got my tattoo touched up of my bird, of my sparrow. So if you look at it, it's okay, really close. It's got more blue and it's a lot brighter. So I'm very excited about it. And my sleeve tattoo is coming along. I got more added on. I'd show you it, but I'm cold, so I have to stay warm. And I'm battling a massive headache today. So I'm just trying to relax. Usually Sundays are relaxing days for me, and like everybody's so excited because today's the first Bills game, and I don't even care about football. Like, I don't watch football, so therefore, like, I don't care about it. And I just feel like all of my friends' statuses on Facebook are like, oh yeah, the game's on, and blah 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 blah, the Bills, and I'm like, just like, I don't like football. I like soccer, but I don't like football. Okay, so with that being said, I'm going to talk about PTSD today. A viewer of mine has asked me, and a friend of mine has asked me to make a video on PTSD, and I've had to put it off for a while because of my grandmother being so sick, which, by the way, she is still in the hospital. And then I got sick and my videos were just really down and I was crying and whatnot. So I apologize to my friend and my viewer that I didn't get to do it as soon as I wanted to do it, but I'm making it right now. First of all, I do suffer from post-traumatic stress disorder, and that's what it stands for, PTSD. I've struggled with PTSD probably since I was 5, but was never really diagnosed until I was 16 years old. I wrote stuff down because I have a headache and I can't never remember everything at once. So what post-traumatic stress disorder is it's a type of anxiety disorder. It can occur after you've seen or experienced a traumatic event that involved the threat of injury or death or harm, rape, molestation, a plane crash, someone that you loved died, a house fire, any type of, like injury or death or harm, basically. A lot of people that were in the war suffer from PTSD. Okay, symptoms of PTSD fall into 3 main categories, okay? I'm going to read them. Repeated reliving the event, almost like a flashback over and over, which disturbs day-to-day activity. Flashbacks episodes, where the event seems to be happening again and again, reoccurring distressing moments of the event, repeated dreams of the event, physical reactions to situations that remind you of the traumatic event. Almost like, it happens to me a lot. I get flashbacks a lot due to, being raped and being molested for so many years of my life. Okay, the second category is avoidance. Emotional numbing, or feeling as though you don't care about anything. Feelings of detachment. Some people will detach from friends or family or loved ones just to be in their own comfort zone. That's definitely where I fall into. Inability to remember important aspects of the trauma. Lack of interest in normal activities. That'd be me. Less expression of moods. Staying away from places, people, or objects that remind you of the event. And then the last one is sense of having no future. Now, this next category is called arousal, which means it's difficulty concentrating, exaggerated response to things that startle you, excess awareness, irritability or outburst of anger, and finally difficulty sleeping, insomnia. I have a really big problem with sleep. I'm definitely an insomniac ever since all of this, trauma that I've been through. So I don't really sleep normal, I guess. You might also feel a sense of guilt about the event. It's usually called like survivor guilt. And the following symptoms, which are typically of anxiety, I have the hiccups, are typically of anxiety, stress, and tension. Oh my god, I hate the hiccups, they hurt. Okay. Agitation, dizziness, fainting, feeling your heartbeat in your chest, palpitations really fast, like it's just gonna pound out of your chest. Fever, headache, and paleness. Those can be like physical symptoms of anxiety or stress and tension. Like I'm battling a really bad headache, and I know that it's a tension/stress headache, and there's really nothing I could do about it but rest or put a hot or cold pack on my head. Okay, treating PTSD. Treatment aims to reduce symptoms by encouraging you to recall the event, express your feelings, and gain some sense of control over the experience. In some cases, expressing grief helps to complete the necessary mourning. Not mourning like morning, mourning. You know what I'm saying. Process. Support groups are definitely always a good thing to do. Where people have had similar experiences, and then they could share, you could share your feelings with that person or a couple people that have been through that. It could be very, very helpful. I've actually done that before. People with PTSD may need to treat depression, alcohol, or substance abuse or related medical conditions before addressing symptoms of PTSD. Behavioral therapy is used to treat avoidance symptoms. This can include being exposed to the object that triggers your symptoms until you become used to it and no longer avoid it. Medicines, SSRIs can be helpful, such as like Prozac or I don't know. I really didn't read into it that much. I just have down Prozac because they had me on it, although I didn't like it. Antidepressants, including selective, inhibitors, like the SSRIs that I was saying. Prozac can be affected, but you should always have a doctor monitor you if you're taking any kind of like medicines, because they can have side effects. Sedatives can help with sleep disturbances. That's what I'm on. I'm on like a sedative to help me sleep. Anti-anxiety medicines may be used, but some types, such as the benzodiazepines, can be addictive, and I'm sure a lot of people know that, like Xanax, Valium, Klonopin. There's another one too. I can't think of what it's called. Well, anyways, those can be really, really addictive, and I'm not going to read everything I have because I just want to mainly touch base of what it is. Okay. Let me read what I have down under causes. Okay, causes. PTSD may occur soon after a major trauma, or it can be delayed for more than 6 months after the event. When it occurs soon after the trauma, it usually gets better after 3 months. However, some people have long-term form of PTSD which can last for many years. and that's where I fall into category. I've had PTSD since I was 16, and I'm now 29, so I've had it for a long time. I probably had it when I first started getting abused. I don't know if you guys can see me. So I'm gonna lower it. But I don't know, like, okay, so now I know that a lot of you guys are from different countries that watch my videos, but PTSD can occur at any age and can follow a natural disaster such as a flood or a fire, which I mentioned before, or events such as war, a prison stay, assault, domestic abuse, or rape. Yesterday was 9/11 for us here in America, and that's when we had the terrorist attack where they attacked our Twin Towers in New York City. And that was the terrorist attack of September 11th, 2001 in the United States. And I'm sure a lot of that, has caused PTSD in some people who were involved, or people who saw the disaster, just, people that just saw the buildings falling down, or lost relatives and friends and family. I'm sure a lot of them suffer from PTSD. That is a prime example of PTSD, is the September 11th, when the terrorists came and attacked America and destroyed our Twin Towers, which was devastating. So yesterday it was like a memorial for it. Okay, the cause of PTSD is unknown, but psychologically, genetic, physical, and social factors are involved. PTSD changes the body's response to stress. It affects the stress hormones and chemicals that carry information between the nerves. Having been exposed to trauma in the past may increase the risk of PTSD. Having good social support helps to protect against PTSD. In studies of Vietnam veterans, those who with strong support systems were less likely to get PTSD than those without social support. That's probably why I suffered from it for so long, is because I don't have a really good social network to help me deal with my issues, besides, like my therapy and a couple of really good friends. That's really all. People with PTSD re-experience the events. I said that already, I think. They may have frightening dreams and memories of the event, feel as though they are going through the experience again, or become upset during anniversaries of the event. I can't really say. I had a fiance that died in 2000, and every time April 26th comes around, it's a really bad anniversary day, and it causes a lot of stress and anxiety. So that's a form of PTSD, because losing my fiance was very hard for me. Died in a car accident, and it was just devastating, and I still to this day feel like I'm not 100% over it. Okay, and last but not least, test and diagnosis. There are no tests that can be done, none whatsoever, to diagnose PTSD. Your diagnosis is made based on a certain set of symptoms that continue after you've had an extreme trauma. Your doctor will do pediatric and physical exams to rule out other illnesses to make sure it's not something else. And then the prognosis, the best outcome or prognosis depends on how soon the symptoms develop after the trauma and on how quickly you get diagnosed and treated. Prevention, research into ways to prevent PTSD is ongoing. So basically, without prevention and knowing how to treat it and help yourself, it'll be ongoing for years. Kind of like what I'm dealing with. Complications, alcohol abuse, depression, anxiety, fear of things that are not usually frightening to other people, like phobias, be part of this disorder. Drug abuse. Okay, and I want to say this. Hang on. Actually, I can't. I have to end this. But I hope that this PTSD video was helpful, and let me know. And if you suffer from PTSD or any type of PTSD, please let me know your comments and your experiences. Peace. Ciao. Spud says bye.